If you've been in Dharma more than 1 year, your body, your speech, and your mind should reflect that you've been in Dharma. And your body, your speech, and mind, the reflection that you've been in Dharma is your speech is controlled. Your speech brings benefit to others and less harm. Before we meet Dharma, our speech usually brings harm to others. Whether it's vulgar words, words that hurt, words that test, words that are not true, words that twist, words that damage others, words that hurt people's hearts. After when we meet the Dharma, that speech should be curtailed, that even if it's fierce speech, rough speech, vulgar speech, sweet speech, the speech brings eventual happiness to that person. So when we learn the Dharma, when we have the Dharma, our speech should reflect that we have the Dharma. Otherwise, we will not benefit ourselves, the people we love, and other people. Why? Because our speech doesn't reflect the Dharma. When we have taken the Dharma, then our body should reflect the Dharma. How should our body reflect the Dharma? We should take care of our body to use it as a source to benefit others. We should also use our body in ways that benefit others, to push it to its limits, to use it in physical effort to benefit others. Use it in ways that when we move, when we walk, when we express ourselves, our body is it brings other people happiness and it brings calmness in their mind. It doesn't have an arrogant or prideful type of action that make others think, oh, very arrogant, very prideful. Our body should move in such a way and act in such a way that it brings pleasure to other people and say, oh, when we do Dharma, this person becomes very kind and humble. Look at their body actions. Very important. In fact, all over the world, body etiquette is very important. They have schools to teach us how to eat, how to sit, how to move, how to pick up a cup, how to swallow, how to chew, how to drink. They have finishing schools dedicated to especially body behavior. Why? How people see you is through your body behavior. So you can talk as you like, but if your body behavior doesn't match what you talk, most likely people won't believe you. Why? Tokpa meva means they don't have attainments to perceive what you have inside. So only by body action. So if your body is very lazy, move very lazy, and you have this kind of dull way or dropping things and always unaware, then people will look, oh, if I do Dharma like that. Why? Because you put Dharma as your label. I take refuge. I'm a Buddhist. So you put that label on you, then you have to follow the label. Similarly, if your body is very rough, always show rough actions, slam, break, and are rude to people, you use your body in that way, then people think, oh, Dharma's like that. People in spiritual like that. Why do I need to practice? They're worse than me. Worse. So when your friends have trouble, your friends have difficulties, your friends need you, your family, your loved ones need you, you cannot. Why? You lost their respect for you. Why? They observe your body and your speech. Then your mind. Your mind, once you take refuge in Dharma and you learn the Dharma, more than 1 year, you should see a transformation in your mind. What? Increase in tolerance. Increase in patience. Increase in the wish to help others. If not to benefit others without a motive, benefit others with a motive, but at least to benefit more. We should have that wish. It should generate and increase. And our old habits of the mind that is irresponsible or lazy or don't want to push ourselves and we don't want to face the truth, or we like to hide our ego or forget our mistakes, we like to avoid. Those things everybody has. But when we're in Dharma, those qualities in our mind should become less. If they become less, that means A, we have become a true Buddhist. And therefore we do not need to fear death in our next life. We have become, the only way not to have fear of death in our next life is to become a true Buddhist. A true Buddhist controls their mind and it transforms after 1 year. A true Buddhist. Then we have no fear of death in our next life. None. That's the whole point of taking refuge, is to save you from the 3 lower realms. Why take refuge then? And then, if you take refuge on a Mahayana level, which we should because we are Mahayanists, then when we take refuge and our mind transforms, when our mind transforms, what happens? B, the people we love and the people we meet and the people who know us will be deeply affected. They go, oh, they transform like that. Dharma is good. I will practice. Even they don't practice, I will support them. So even when we transform our mind, we'll have people's emotional support and love and care and patience. Why? Because our mind has transformed and the close people can see us. Distant people and people who don't know us cannot see. Then if we transform our mind on the highest level, motivated by bodhicitta, what will happen is our motivation is always spontaneous to benefit others, to bring some happiness or relief, kind word, but we will push ourselves. We will make effort and we will use our mind to think how to bring benefit to others. And the secret is, it will be spontaneous. It will not be an effort. It will not be like, oh, I better think how to help. No, automatically, for you will be how to help, but sometimes when you don't help, that will be unnatural. And then you will be at peace and happy. Why? Because your self-cherishing mind that I'm more important and others are not has gone down. That's what Buddha says. A. B. Our close people around us will love us more, will respect us more, and we will inspire them to practice. And when we practice, it will benefit our parents, our relatives, the ones we love. Why? They are responsible for us. Since they're responsible when we do good actions, the actions go to them. So if we love our parents and our father and mothers and our children and our wives and our husbands and our friends and people who are sponsors, then we need to practice Dharma here. Why? It will help them very much. And how do you want to help the people you love? Not just food and money and shelter, but their death and their next life. If you love your mother, if you love your father, those are the people most close to us, most of us. That is the best way a poor man and a poor woman like us can benefit them. It's free. Where does that come from? Dharma, alertness. And then, people who just meet us, people who don't know us, even we go to a store, we buy something, or we walk into a shop, we walk somewhere, people will stare at us. People will look at us. Why? We will have a glow. We will have some kind of attraction. We will have some kind of energy that people cannot put their finger on or touch or point out. That when they see us, they're like, oh, who's that? Wow, who's that? Who is that person? I feel this person is something special. I feel this person is different. They don't know what, but they're attracted to you. Why? Because the inner love and bodhicitta is coming out. Definitely. That's why certain people that have a lot of love and care for others are basically self-cherishing mind less. We can feel it. Why? Because people with self-cherishing mind are normal. So when we look at everybody, it's just normal, just like us one. But when someone's self-cherishing mind is less, of course we feel it. Of course we feel it. Why? It's different than normal people. Very different. A dog is so sensitive to our voice. We can say the same word harshly. We can say the same word loud, but jokingly. There will be a difference in the dog's reaction. Even when you shout at a dog and you're angry, the dog will run or cower. If you say it to the dog, shout or playfully, he will wag his tail. I observe that with my little doggy all the time. And similarly, when you're nice to the dog and you talk well, the dog will know. Similarly, if you always hurt the dog and you pinch or bite or kick him or abuse him, but you talk very nice, even the nice words, the dog will run. So if a dog can feel that, and my dog is supposed to have the intelligence of a 3-year-old human child, then we as adults definitely can feel. Whether we speak nicely or we speak softly, the words carry meaning. And when it's done over and over and over, if it's positive, people love you more. If it's negative, when people don't like you, don't run, don't hide, don't cover. It's you. It's you. So some people have very nice words, but their action don't follow their words. It creates distrust, anger, and disgust in that person, no matter how pleasant their words are. Some people, their words are very rough, but because it's truth, it's kind and it benefits. We're a little afraid of them, but we like them. So our mind will reflect our speech and our body. And our mind will reflect how much the Dharma has done in. If we really not just take refuge as a ritual, but we practice refuge. And the reason we practice refuge, very simple, is that we avoid the 3 lower realms. For us and the ones we love. We think, oh, never mind, we are very bad. My husband or my wife or my mother, my father, my kids, they practice well, they don't go to hell. No, if you practice bad, you set a bad example, you can pull the people around you down. If you do that, you not only have the karma of yourself, but the other person. So refuge is a basic principle of Buddhism. Whether we formally taken refuge or not doesn't matter. The minute we bow down to a Buddha, the Dharma, and the Sangha, and we trust, we should act as if we have refuge. So people shouldn't run around and say, oh, I don't have refuge, I have refuge. No. If you believe in Buddha, Dharma, and Sangha, you should follow the refuge precepts and understand it. Very, very important. What is the Buddha? What is the Dharma? What is the Sangha? What is their function? What is their purpose? We should know. We should be able to explain. We should be able to understand. That's very basic in principle. I mean, don't talk about tantra and protectors and rites and rituals, and don't talk about meditation. Don't talk about all of that. Talk about refuge. What is the Buddha? What is the Dharma? What is the Sangha? What are their qualities? What are their benefits? What do I get when I take refuge in the Buddha? How can he help me? Why is he the Buddha? What's the definition? Same with Dharma, same with Sangha. That we should know. And if I question people, if they don't know, then no need to talk more already. No need to show anger or ego or pride or fight or show bad attitude. No need already. Why? Your Buddhist practice is not for a good motive. Definitely. Either that or you're extremely lazy. You don't want to transform. So if you're like that, the consequence comes. You have to also take the consequence. Why? In Dharma, it tells you the truth. What's the truth? You take responsibility for yourself. You take responsibility for yourself. Totally. That is the truth of Dharma.